Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's your host, Bear Evans with Lil Mike Fight Night, and today I am filming on my birthday because I want the algorithm gods to be kind to me, and just thank y'all so much for all the support, all the views and comments, whether a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it helps out, and I love you all. So, with that being said, what are we covering today? We're going to be covering Conor McGregor calling out not only Ryan Garcia, but Sean O'Malley. We're also going to be talking about Danis getting called out as well, too, kind of like a fun, attention-grabbing video. So with that being said, as everyone knows, Ryan Garcia got called out for taking Ostarine, okay? Ostarine is a SARM, a selective androgen receptor modulate, guys, though it doesn't look like it right now. Before my car accident, I was bodybuilding for over 15 years. I'll pop a picture up somewhere over here. Was also an expert personal trainer, so I know a little bit about substances. SARMs are basically like mild or weaker versions of steroids. They mess around with the androgen receptors, the same receptors that steroids work off of, and they help build lean tissue or lean body mass. SARMs were created for like cancer patients and stuff like that. So were many steroids. So Ryan Garcia got caught for that. Conor McGregor had some choice words. I want to go ahead and bring up what he wanted to have to say, guys. It's a tweet. I'm not the best reader, so I'm going to read along here with you. So Conor McGregor cheated the weight and was juiced. Lifetime ban. Sad to see, sad to say, sad a bit sick. Don't come near me if I see you ever, Ryan Garcia. I am actually disgusted. This Ostarine, it reminds me of Sean O'Malley was on that as well. I don't like this. I'll bust yous both up. Don't choose one to spar. I'll set the fight right now for you both for a full-on spar each. Hotel, Black Foragin, the lot. Let's spar O'Malley and Garcia. Two little Ostarine heads. I'll ride you both like yous are ostriches. What the fuck is up? What do you think you are? If I was Haney's dad, you're dead no matter what for doing that. Crazy. What the F happened to you, you little fool? Get your head together, cause I'm gonna smash it in with elbows if you don't. Fair play, Devin Haney. Well done. Your performance has just been even more heroic. Bravo. Get your head together or kill yourself. So, Sean O'Malley had some choice words to say, guys. And what are your comments just about him calling out Sean O'Malley as well, too? If you remember, Sean was banned, I think, in like 2018. In one of his fights, he broke his ankle or his knee or something like that. He was popped for Ostarine, though it was a very small amount. They said it was a tainted substance. So back in the day, many substances could be tainted. I also worked at GNC in the supplement industry, and I remember also being younger and trying to buy certain supplements at those other nutritional stores and stuff like that. Sometimes the pro hormones back in the day or the pre-workouts had a little extra kick, so that can definitely be an excuse, like, hey, it was tainted, but what if you just have a small amount in your system due to you just taking it a long time ago? It's a short-acting ester, or it has a short-acting life or half-life in your body. You pee it out, so by the time you get tested, you only have a little bit in you. So Conor McGregor calls these two out. My thoughts on that is, first off, have you seen Conor McGregor's body transformation? Can we throw a picture up there too, somewhere right here as well? So obviously, he broke his shin. He did the exact same thing. He had horrific leg break, but Conor McGregor obviously was juiced to the gills. He not only dropped out of the USADA testing pool, he was taking a lot more than a SARM or peptides, absolutely on some type of growth hormones. Well, maybe he could have been like on BPC 156, you know, where it's like a growth hormone secretagogue, meaning it makes your body create your growing hormone. It makes your body create your own growth hormone. I've been out of the industry for a little bit, but Conor McGregor's body definitely looks like some type of growth hormone has been taking. Obviously, he has a lot of money, so he's probably just on regular GH, which is about, you know, 1,000 to 2,000, depending how many IUs you're doing a month. So, what do y'all think about this? Do you think Sean O'Malley is going to answer to this? Conor McGregor, I believe during his featherweight run, obviously had a short stint at lightweight, and then also for middleweight for a little bit. Welterweight, my apologies, with Nate Diaz. To me, Conor McGregor seemed very, very natural. Obviously, he's a featherweight. That was his bread and butter. That's his natural fighting weight. Where he had the most success was in the featherweight division. And now that he's out of the UFC, well, now I guess he's back in. He's calling out someone for not being natural. But I'm like, Conor McGregor, what does that make you, guys? Drop your comments down below. Conor McGregor obviously is not natural. If you have any common sense whatsoever, you know since his injury, he has not been natural whatsoever, guys. And so with that being said, I don't it's just, I don't think Conor McGregor, it's a fair comparison. Maybe it's like, hey, you were on the juice during competition, so that's what makes you a cheater. Conor McGregor's like, hey, I wasn't competing whatsoever, I was recovering. That's kind of the same thing with Sean O'Malley, so he's kind of calling both guys out, guys. I think it's pretty funny. I really like it. I love that Conor McGregor's back in the game, talking nonsense out, and everyone always calls Sean O'Malley the McGregor imitator, so it is kind of cool. Now, I want to talk about Paige VanZant. Dillon Danis, this little freaking troll, I want to bring him up because I think his name will be good for views, and I don't like him whatsoever, and I don't like it when men call out girls at all. It's not my style, just call out the men, fight them. I don't like the whole Logan Paul suing and all that stuff. I think Logan Paul is Satan himself reincarnated, but I want to go ahead and play this because I think Dillon Danis gets owned. This is on MMA Talk, a great YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and play this.
VanZant is gearing up for her own boxing debut at a Misfits card in May.
Dillon Danis is not a fighter. He's not a fair comparison.
But there are other examples. I was more referring to
Give me some
Misfits.
other examples of MMA fighters.
In response, Danis has fired back, tweeting, "How fast they forget. Haha, relax, Paige, baby. Just because I didn't wife you doesn't mean you have to be petty. Don't make me bring up our 2 trips to Vegas and ruin your marriage." Shortly after, VanZant took to Instagram to offer her side of the story, which obviously didn't match what Danis claimed.
It has come to my attention that there is a certain clown on Instagram by the name of Dillon Danis trying to talk some shit and stir up some drama. So let's fucking go, right? So Dillon, obviously I said you're not a real fighter. My bad, I triggered you. I understand that hurt your feelings. But instead of coming back and just talking shit about me, saying I'm not a real fighter, what did you do? You kind of f***ed yourself, right? You backed yourself into a corner because now you have to come with proof of this alleged affair, right? Because the only time I remember ever seeing you in Vegas was at the UFC athlete retreat. You walked up to me in a bar, asked me to peg you in front of multiple other UFC fighters, and I laughed in your face. That's not the definition of a relationship, is it? And stirring up drama on the internet to try to fight my husband, there's definitely better ways that you can handle that. He's got 3 things that you'll absolutely never have. 1, a wife. 2, friends. And 3, a real MMA resume. So, Dillon, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but when you're a piece of shit like you are, it's pretty easy. Have a good one. Have a good one.
So guys, that was pretty harsh. I love that, someone getting back at Dillon Danis. He definitely deserves that. He fought in Bellator, guys. He's like 2-0. He has 2 submission wins, with nobodies that no one knows their name. When Ariel Helwani interviewed Dillon Danis asking about, do you even know who he fought? He had no idea. Obviously, he trained Conor McGregor for the Khabib fight. He was his jiu-jitsu guy. It gave him all the hype and clout, and now he's just trying to ride off of the little bit of the million followers he has. So, Paige VanZant, she was in the UFC and from all the way up till 2020. I think she was 8 wins, 5 losses. Afterwards, she spent some time in some wrestling organization, not the WWE, but the WAE, I believe. And then also she did some BKFC, bare knuckle fighting. I don't think she won any fights. She was 0-2 or 0-3 or something. But a very, very career, a good resume for a mixed martial artist, definitely a badass. And now she's transitioning over to Misfits boxing. Misfits is kind of influencer, type of boxing. But I think why she's able to do that is because one of the interviews I was watching, they called her an OnlyFans model. So I think that's why she's able to get into that, that real estate, that area is because she is in OnlyFans, so it's some type of influencer, so she can now box in there. But she's absolutely a real fighter. One thing I had to look up, though, was her boyfriend, because she said, hey, you're just trying to come out to me for my husband. My apologies. His name is Austin Vanford, right? He's 184, so he's a big guy, okay? His record is 11 wins, 2 losses, okay? He has 3 knockouts and then 3 submissions, guys. This guy is a career MMA veteran. Well, maybe not a veteran, but he's obviously pretty new in the game. I don't know why I said that. But what I'm trying to say is he has a lot more experience than Dillon Danis, 2 wins in Bellator. Also, this guy has knockouts as well, too, along with submissions, so he has a mixed game. He has over 11 fights in there. Dillon Danis is trying to get back in the fight world, but you know, when you fight Logan Paul and you're literally just a punching bag, Logan Paul can't box whatsoever. And it's so sad for his size that he can't, like, you know, turn over his punches or his body shots. I could not believe that Logan Paul could not knock out Dillon Danis because he doesn't know how to throw a hook. He likes to do these wide looping hooks. And whenever you do it like this, you're coming out, you're hitting right here. So it sounds really good on the bag. You know, if you boom, and it goes bop, bop, bop. Where's my bag? Right here. You hear how loud that is? It's because I'm hitting it, so it's a slapping. So Logan Paul essentially slapped Dillon Danis for 8 rounds straight. That's why he didn't hurt him or drop him. And if Logan Paul learned how to turn over his punches, put his hips into his punches, get some hip drive into his uppercuts, into his hooks, into his body shots, and really learn how to use his muscle and put it into fighting, he would have killed him. But I think that was pretty freaking funny, guys. What do y'all think? Drop your comments down below. I don't like Dillon Danis whatsoever. Do y'all like Dillon Danis? Do you think he's a real fighter? I don't. And thank y'all so much for watching the video. That just about wraps it up. Thank you so much for the support. Drop your comments down below. What do you think about Conor McGregor calling out 2 guys for not being natural, even though he's not natural, but maybe he didn't compete when I believe Conor McGregor competed naturally, but now when he dropped out of the USADA pool, he wasn't natural, obviously, but he's back into competition. Does that mean he's natural now? Does that give him the right, if he is natural now, to be talking crap about people who aren't natural? I don't know. What do you think about Dillon Danis? Do you think he's a piece of shit like I do? I don't like him whatsoever. Maybe Paige can come and beat him up in BKFC. Do you care about Misfit Boxing? I don't keep up with it. And one more random thought, UFC 301. I'm not going to be watching about it. I'm not going to make any videos about it. Maybe I'll make one saying, like, why did they even make this card? It should be a fight night, not a pay-per-view. All respect to you, Pantoja and Jose Aldo. Y'all are amazing, but I am not paying for y'all to fight, though. Thank y'all so much for the support. Drop your comments down below. I'm out. Peace.